Hi, welcome to my hackathon project, PactProof. Let me start by introducing myself. I'm Kaushik Holla and my team name is CrunchTime Coder. I work as a senior data scientist at Adventures and I have about 6 years of industry experience. Before joining RV, I worked for various companies in insurance and finance domain. I have built multiple products from its inception all the way to launching it in production. With that being said, let's talk about the problem I'm trying to address today. Today in the industry, when a business wants to procure an item or service from a vendor, they get into a contract. The vendor, after providing the service or supplying the item, generates an invoice which is then processed by the business accounting team. The problem with this is about 13% of the time, the rate on the invoice would be different than what was originally discussed, or they might have supplied more item than what was initially stated on the contract. The business still pays for the invoice even though it doesn't match the contract, as it's very difficult to trace these discrepancies with little to no audit trails. This is leading to about 3 billion in revenue losses across the industry. This is where a pact proof comes in. It's accounting team's assurance layer that guards against invoice discrepancies and stops revenue leakage. It is powered by Landing AI. It extracts every field from invoice and contract, reconciles them, and flags for any discrepancy. It later generates a detailed notes using Google's Gemini. It takes less than 8 seconds and few clicks to reduce the cycle time, maintain audit-ready trials, and prevent revenue leakage from common invoice issues. Let's jump into the demo. This is the landing page of PactProof, and the upload document section is where we are going to upload invoice and contract. Let's start by uploading the invoice. And now let me upload the corresponding contract. So once I click on parse and extract, what's happening on the back end is we are using Landing AI's agentic document extractor to extract information from invoice and the contract, and then we look for any discrepancies. Once we do that, based on the findings, we are going to generate a detailed report using Google's Gemini 2.0 Flash model. For this invoice, we have identified two violations, and they are unit price violations. And looking more into the detail, we can see that there is a 9.4% increase in the invoice. Coming to the extracted field, this is where the extracted information from invoice and contract are present. And when we look at the price in the invoice and price in the contract, we can see that there is a approximately 9% increase which has been caught here. And coming to the note section will contain the detailed notes of these findings along with the violations. It also flags it and also gives detailed action items. If I scroll down, we can see a export as PDF option. So when I click on this, a PDF of this detailed notes is generated. This generated PDF has action items to help resolve the violations and between the contract and the invoice. In situations where there are no violations between contract and invoice, the findings section will reflect that there won't be any violations here, and still a detailed notes would be generated, but the action items in the notes would state that there are no violations. That's it for this demo. If you have any questions, feel free to send it to me on my email, and I'm looking forward to hearing back from you. Thank you.